Hi, guys, I'm Margarita, and this is my fabulous co host, Adrian.
Hey guys, how are you? How are you, Margarita?
I'm
Cheers,
fucking
cheers.
good. Chin chin.
Seems it's gonna be like a good night.
Seems like it.
How you doing, guys? Well, today is our second episode of Uncharted Waters, and we'll be talking about what did 2020 taught you this year. All the lessons that we got from this year. We're gonna speak a little bit about your experiences. I know we all had a crazy year, right? So, how was it for you, Margarita? Tell me a little bit about your year.
I
How
need
has
a
it
bottle.
been?
I need a bottle of wine for that. I need a bottle.
That's why we're drinking for this topic.
It's like, oh my God, what a year. What a year. Woo. And listen, the
I got
funny part? I was like, oof, oof. You're like, I'm busy. We need to have a drink. And I'm like, dude, whatever, call me.
right.
So, what happened this year? This year was fucking crazy, and I think it was crazy for all of us.
Mhm.
I was actually complaining about 2019. I was like, this year is so confusing. This year is so, I don't know, dramatic, and I was lost, and I didn't know what to do with my career. I didn't know what to do.
Same
Oh my
girl.
God, my, my person.
I
Let's
wonder
end
how are
this.
we gonna look at the end of the episode.
Right? So I was actually hoping that 2020 will happen and everything will, like, my new life will start. Everything will be beautiful and amazing. What a fucking joke. Um, in April 2020, I've lost my job because of COVID. And also, I know that I was admitted to Metropolitan accepted, admitted. I'm a fucking grad student, dude. I'm a grad student. This is master degree here sitting. Stupid. So I was
uh,
accepted to the Metropolitan State University of Denver for master in social work program, and I wanted to go. I wanted to move from New York. I didn't know how to, and I was just like very stressed. I didn't have a plan because I don't fucking plan anything, and because I've met someone, had feelings for this person, broke my heart. I was like, I'm leaving New York City. Bye, bitch. Bye. So thanks to you, asshole, because I know you're watching. I'm here now. He does actually.
but hey, everything happens for a reason because you're working on your career and you're working on yourself, and sometimes we do need to put situations like that, put things in perspective for us to be like, okay, what is it important for me? What is it that I'm gonna do to be better? What is it that I'm gonna change to be better? So I'm
Hmm.
happy for you that you're doing that because at the end
I
of
think
the
so.
day, you're gonna be the one who's gonna get the benefits out of this whole thing.
I was also thinking that it's all a perception and it's the way how we look at things, because I got so tired and exhausted of worrying and having anxieties and kind of like, oh, what's next? What's going to happen? Do I have to go back to Russia? Will I be able to find a job? How I'm going to move to
Right.
Denver? How I'm going to move to
That
Denver without.
anxiety, right.
It was insane. I was just thinking like how things will happen, and you just go crazy and crazy and crazier. And one day I was just like, I'm done worrying. I don't give a shit anymore, and that's it. So whatever happens tomorrow, what it happens. If I'm gonna be dead, I'm gonna be dead. Who gives a shit? We need vodka and bears, dude, not
right.
wine. What is this? A joke?
I can. Well, for me, it was also crazy at the beginning. Like I had actually no surgery in February, at the end of February.
Okay, show everybody your fabulous nose. Ooh, ooh,
Stop.
ooh, ooh, ooh. I love it. No,
So
I love it.
I came back to the States.
Where
When
did you do your surgery? In some Latino
I was
country?
in Ecuador.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I went
God,
to
some
Ecuador. I went
shady
to my
shit.
country to actually
Well, I
get
did the same stuff.
no, I went to actually the best doctor, so stop. It's
Okay.
cheaper there, but we will
Yeah, I
talk
know.
about that in
I
another
know.
topic. We
I
have
know.
to talk about because
Sure.
I know
How
you
much
have
did you pay for your
done
nose? How much did
something.
you wait? How much
I'm
did you
not
pay
gonna
for your
tell
nose?
you now. I'm gonna make you wait
Oh,
until the next episode.
motherfucker! He's making me. Okay, fine.
Anyways, I got back to the States and I'm recovering, and then COVID hit, and then my job had to close down. Me trying to recover also and try to do something for myself. I met also somebody during this pandemic and
Or
like same like you
all
said
the
it.
tell me more. I can tell you more if you tell me more, hon. It's an
Right, I'll tell you
exchange
more, no
here.
problem.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Sure.
Yeah, so
And
I
here's
met
gonna be
some.
some suspicious music like chuk 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 chuk.
Right. Oh
Okay,
yeah, we're
tell
doing
me.
that.
We're doing that. So,
So and then same thing, like just like like you move and you make changes because of this guy or how he fucked
I
up or
mean,
whatever
don't
he
give him
did.
that much power, but he was the reason
So
why I
part of
felt.
it,
Yeah, yeah.
true. There are circumstances that happen. It
Mm-hmm.
just so same thing with me. And then one of the things that I learned also by being with this person is how you can literally give, like your all to somebody and how you can support them and how you can try to build a relationship. And sometimes you get hit with reality and, sometimes that's not what the other person is feeling, or it's just a lack of communication from both parts to really know, like, okay, what is it that we're doing? Like,
Mm-hmm.
are we together? Are we not together? Are we doing this? Are we not doing this? And I think it was just a lack of communication from both sides. So that's another lesson that I got. I feel like communication is a key when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
relationships.
Especially
And
when you graduated digital communications in
with
Baruch
that
College.
exactly,
Yeah.
especially when you have communication skills.
That's how we met.
That's
The
how we
bitches
met.
like to talk. Wait a second. So what happened? Did you? He didn't have the same feelings that you did, or he? What? Tell me what happened. I want to
So
know.
after the whole situation, it was just like, like I said, miscommunication. Like because we broke up for a period, and then he kind of like showed me or told me how he was feeling, and then a lot of things that I didn't know that I was doing,
Mm-hmm.
and but I needed to know that in order for me to like either make a change if I wanted to make it work, or just let it go if I was not interested in the relationship, because you have either two ways to go. But I feel like if I could have like had that opportunity to actually listen to him, it would have made things better, and we didn't
Mm-hmm.
have to probably go through a lot of shit that we went through. So that was one of my lessons.
But do you feel happy right now that they didn't work out?
So
Or
well, he broke my heart for sure. That was one thing. That was hard road. But that also showed me how strong I am on the inside. How strong I was to like build back up and to just focus on myself and to just all the energy and time and everything that I was putting on somebody else, I redirected that to
mm-hmm.
myself. And so I created a website to actually, have a page for my craft, for my makeup, for my costumes. I working on a new eyelashes line that I'm probably gonna launch at the beginning of the year. That's what I really want to
Mm-hmm.
do. So I'm working on a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that I didn't work before because I wasn't thinking about that. So this whole
Mm-hmm.
situation kind of helped me to also like you, like it helped me to
Mm-hmm.
realize and put in perspective things that I needed to change in order to make me a better person.
Mm-hmm.
For
Mm-hmm.
me, for nobody else, because like I told you, like at the end of the day, the things that you do for yourself, it's gonna be beneficial for you. So sometimes you will have
Mm-hmm.
to be a little bit selfish in the sense that you don't have to forget about yourself. So that's one of the lessons that I also learned
It's
after
not my
that.
case. I'm a crazy narcissist. I only think about myself. But it's good to know that you finally learned from the
What do you
best.
think about that though? How was your situation after you moved and like after you see yourself in like a complete different town and
So I wanted to leave New York City for a really long time. I've been living there for 9 years, and I thought that this is not. It's too dirty. It's too crowdy. It's too whatever. Like I was not a big fan. It's like you living in
Mhm.
some I don't know 2K apartment and it's a shithole. Like it's New York, and I was like, this is too much for me, and I wanted to try out something new. So I really wanted to leave, and every single time I was talking to my friends, I was always complaining that I don't like this place and I want to leave. And then I moved, and I realized that the problem is not the place. The problem is me,
Is
motherfucker.
you?
So, of course.
Go back to New York.
Well, I realized that it's not the place, but like the place is not making who you are. It is affecting you. It's
Right.
definitely affecting your stress level, but
It
you are
affects you
who you
somehow,
are.
right?
And I was like, bitch,
Right.
I'm crazy. I am I was like, okay, then I got to live with who I am. And I was like, I do have a lot of good qualities, but at the same time, you're also quite shitty. So I was like, you need to work on yourself. And I realized it
Right.
here because also Denver is very different. And even maybe I will go back to New York eventually. I'm glad
Hmm.
that I saw this live because this is like, seriously, dude, this is like another country. This is not the United States. This is so different. It's so
I have to
different.
come visit you then to see
You have
for
to come
myself.
visit me. A lot of hot,
I
hot
will.
people, like oof, oof, oof.
Okay,
Everybody's
I'll
working
go there.
out. Like book the ticket now, honey. Book the ticket now.
Nice, nice.
Like
So what else can
people, a
you
lot
say
of
that you
men.
learn from
Sorry, I'm talking about dicks here, and you're like, what did you learn? It's like, what did you learn? Okay, I'm gonna tell you that my main lesson from this year was that life is unpredictable and you need to value people around you because I realized how much my friends were doing for me, and like those people fucking saved my life and they were always doing that, but I was never actually, seeing that. But I was like, wow, my friends are actually amazing, so I appreciate their help and support, and now I appreciate them more. I think I realized how to take things easy and kind of like be flexible because life is unpredictable. And I also realized that if someone is not liking you enough, it's fine because at the end of the day, who are you going to prove? Whatever. You only proven it to yourself. So I'm like, am I happy with myself? And I was like, probably. I have a lot of things to work on, but it's manageable, and I don't need
right,
anybody to make me happy because like I'm here, so it's good. It's kind of like,
right. You have to be happy with yourself first in order
for
to make
sure.
somebody else happy, you know? That's true.
Yeah,
I agree with
yeah.
that. True.
So you, besides, so this year you lost your job, and like,
Hmm.
are you back to, like, you're working again, right?
I'm working again. Yeah, thank God it's been after COVID, we kind of like
Wait
picked up
until
and it
second
was
wave.
great. Oh my God. I hope not. I hope not. Hopefully the new administration will actually do something about it. I'm hoping.
Well, yeah, I know.
So let's see.
And maybe it's gonna be another maybe we're gonna, I don't know, open some studio or become completely
Right.
insane. I don't
That
know.
would be nice.
But
But yeah,
honestly,
I
like
agree with
everything, yeah,
you.
go ahead. Sorry.
I agree
I
with you with
interrupt a
like,
lot.
to to actually appreciate the people around you, because another thing that I didn't really do before was spending time with my family.
Yeah.
And because of COVID, I actually got closer with my family. Like we were able to share, time together, and we will go just random places together, and we will kind of like get closer, something that I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have before. Um, like I will be comfortable to talk about any topic because I felt like I got closer to them, and that was great. So I agree with you on like you get to appreciate the people around you for sure.
I like when we spoke before, and I will mention it again. So, some secrets Adrian told me without your permission. Well, I really liked when you told me that when you were with this person, you were actively trying to help him out in terms of his career because the person is an artist, and you were trying to,
Hmm.
like, I don't know, help him out with like social media promotions and website. And you were like, bitch, wait a second, this is actually what I should be doing for myself. And I think this is
Hmm.
kind of like aha moment for you because I was always doing shit for myself, but need a new host.
Yes, I mean I'm the kind of person like if it's in my hands, like I'll help you out. If
Yeah.
I can do it, I'll help you out and never waiting for something in return because that's when you get disappointed. When you
Yeah.
do something expecting something back because that's when people,
Actually,
right there.
yeah, this
I'm
is a
not
huge
like that.
problem.
If I do something, I
No?
will do it out of my, out of heart and because I feel like I should do it. At the same time, like if I feel like I'm not gonna do something, I'm just not gonna do it because I'm not feeling it. Um. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, of course, I will put a lot of effort into like helping him out with his career and as a makeup artist and so many things that I've done in the past. Like I think I have a little bit of experience when it comes to that. So like if it's in
Mm-hmm.
my hands to help him out, yeah. But then again, yes, like this whole
But
situation with
why
making
did
up
you
for
get
him taught me that.
disappointed? Why didn't it didn't work out? Why you were upset about
Oh,
this?
typical shit. I found out that he was like flirting with other people.
You know how he found out? You don't need to say because you have someone there. I will be. Mm. He was checking the phone. We do that.
I was.
My best friend calls me and she's
I
like,
was.
I'm. So my best friend calls me and she's like, I found out that. I hope nobody knows who my best friend is, but whatever. Like, bitch, I'm revealing your story.
She's
My best
gonna
friend,
kick you.
yeah, I'm dead, motherfucking dead. So she calls me and she's like, I found out that my boyfriend's ex is texting him and like sending him some inappropriate pictures. And
Mm,
she was like telling me about it and she's very upset and she's like, why did it happen? And I was like, because you checked his phone. That's why I never touch anybody else's phone because I don't know. It's kind of
really?
like a
Well, yeah, it
huge.
was just
I
like a
never did, yeah.
situation. I was just like from curiosity.
Mm.
I am happy now. I'm
Okay.
happy that my
I'm
family
not
is
gonna ask
healthy.
any
I'm
more
happy
questions.
I'm happy that I have them, close to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that I'm working. Yes, everything is like, But yeah, 2020 definitely was crazy. But like they said, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So we have always, like, I've learned to
I
always
think
be
like
positive.
Latino and Russians are fucking the same. There is always good and everything bad. There's always the light in the tunnel, and I'm like, your fucking house is burning, motherfucker. What is good about that? But they're like, yeah, also there is a reason for everything. Yeah, Hmm?
Right. I
Our
mean,
people.
yeah, I do feel like even though like if you go, it could be the darkest, moments of your life,
Hmm.
but I do believe that there is a lesson that you learn, and I am grateful because like this year has changed me, for so many reasons, and I'm happy that it happened that way, because also a lot of things that happened to me in the past and everything that has happened is what made me who I am today. You
For
know,
sure.
so we can only take it as a lesson and only learn from them. That's the thing. Like we have to be wise enough and smart enough to learn from them because if we're not learning from our mistakes or from whatever we did bad in the past, then we're not gonna make a
Mm.
change. That's one of my lessons. Like I know what I want. I know what I need to do. I know what I want in life. I know who I want to get close to and all of that. So and
Hmm.
I'm just focusing on myself as well. So those are the lessons
But I
that I've
also
learned.
think it's important to not be afraid to make mistakes. So,
True, of course, it's part of the process. Like it's not
yeah.
not everything's gonna be perfect. Like it's not gonna be perfect, but you can't
Mm-mm.
have the same mistake over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Then it means
Like
that you're not
what? Like
learning.
what? What was your
You
mistake?
know.
Which you were repeating and now you finally figure out that something is up. Like what was
From
your
my
thing?
side, I
Yeah.
would probably say my attitude because that's what I heard
Mm.
after me breaking up with that person. Like sometimes like my attitude or like, and that's something that I didn't really pay attention to
In
or like
which way?
I didn't realize. So he would say like, "Oh yeah, you just woke up," and I would just woke up mad for no reason, or like with an attitude. And then he wouldn't tell me that I was, you know, talking to him some type of way. And then he would just explode. And so in my mind, it's like, okay, it's just him who's like just going crazy.
Crazy. Mm-hmm.
But it's probably also he didn't communicate to me how I was treating him, and I wasn't, I didn't
You was
realize
not
that I was
aware of
doing
it.
that.
Sometimes you're not
Exactly,
aware. Yeah. Okay.
exactly. So I learned that for sure.
Hmm.
Yes.
Interesting. For me,
Definitely.
probably the most important thing that I didn't fully realize it yet, I will be honest. I'm in the process, but no one owes me shit because for some reason, because of my story, because of my family, because of a lot of like personal situations and personal experiences, I thought that this world owns me for some fucking reason. Honestly, I don't know. Like somehow I have this, it's not even like high self-esteem. I actually think that all of this is a house for insecurities. We all come up as we are very cool, as we are like, huh, bitch, I know I'm good
Right.
looking,
And
shit
you
like
don't
that.
know
It's
what's inside.
yeah, it's all insecurities. So we all like every single time I see a guy who's like, hello, and I'm like, please, like I can
Right.
see you. Mom is the issue from like 2 blocks away. Like so for me it was
Mhm.
like no one owes you shit, and if people are doing something good for you, like now for example I'm dating someone, and before I was like never saying thank you or never appreciating things. They were like, yeah bitch, hello, do it for me. But now I kind of like realize that no one owes me shit, no one has to do anything, and I was like, Oh wow. It was kind of upsetting, but at the same time I was like, I will actually appreciate what people are doing for me. And I think my best friend showed it to me because he helped me to move to Denver, and he was like, I don't know what I will do without him. But honestly, it's like I thought of how shitty I was and how badly I was treating people. And now I'm like, if you're doing something for me, I will be like, thank you. Seriously, thank you. And I will try to repay you the way I can, you know?
I think the most important lesson for me was kind of like the same, and also like I've learned to value myself and to
Hmm.
never lose focus. The moment that you focus your energy and everything on yourself, like
What if
great
you
things
never
will
had
come
focus?
to you. You know,
What do you mean
I
by
mean, I think you
focus?
find that like things happen, and like I said, like all of this had to happen to me in order for me to realize that I needed to redirect all this energy and all this time and all this art that I had to myself. And that's when
Hmm.
great things got in my way as soon as I realized that. Um, like I feel like 2020 and this whole relationship during the pandemic helped me to realize that like yes, you should be there for that person, but like you shouldn't give also your 100% to the point that you forget about yourself. Like I'm in
Hmm.
a more mature phase where I could still have a relationship, but I know when I need to work, when I need to focus on myself, and also when I'm going to spend time with my boyfriend, my family, and all of that. So like I've
Are you dating
learned that.
someone now?
I am talking to somebody now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yes, and it's actually making it a lot better. Like everything that happened in the past had actually helped me to have a healthier relationship. Um,
Mhm.
and I'm happy for that. Like I'm
Mhm.
grateful because I don't
Okay.
want to repeat the same mistakes that I had
Mhm.
in the past.
Mhm.
I don't want to have my relationship how it
Mhm.
was in the past. Like I want to make sure that everything's clear and that that I'm being respected and that I'm being loved, and I'm gonna do the same thing in return. And everything that happened in the past just taught me a lesson for me to
Mhm.
make it
The
better.
funny thing is that when I was on the dating scene in New York City, which is like
Hmm.
quite a place to be, I
The
was like,
worst, not the
oh, this
worst.
the worst,
New
the
York.
worst. I don't
Mm-mm.
think actually it's anyhow better in Denver. Honestly, it's very different. It's very different, but it's not
But it's
better.
bad, right?
I mean, it's like another shit. So I was thinking that, I mean, I was not thinking. I always had pretty high standards, and I was always thinking, like, okay, this is what I want to have, and this is who I want to have next to me. And people were like, bitch, you crazy. Like, your standards are the way too high, you unrealistic, lower your shit. So I was thinking, like, I'm probably the way too demanding, and I'm asking for a lot, and no one in this fucking universe will be able to handle my shit. And I thought this way for a long time, and I was like, maybe it's time for me to change and settle
Hmm.
for less. But at the same time, you know how it feels like shit inside when you are settling for less? It's like you have your expectations and you have your kind of like mindset here, but something is here, and you kind of like have to go through this way and be like, okay, fine, I guess better than nothing. So I never had this mentality. I either wanted to
Hmm.
have everything or I don't give a shit, you know,
Or
I don't
just
need
nothing,
anything.
right?
So now I finally I finally met someone who is on the same level of like, I don't need to explain easy, absolutely normal things that I needed to kind of like point out to men in New York when I was dating them. I was like, bitch, you stupid, or like, what is this? Why? And like I had to
Right.
explain like simple things to like a little child, you know? So now I
Hmm.
feel that I don't know what's gonna happen. Honestly, I'm okay with uncertainty. And this is probably the greatest thing of this year because we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Like tomorrow can
True.
be the craziest second wave. Everything will be closed. Maybe we're gonna get sick
True.
and die.
True. We just have to enjoy the moment and
Yeah.
not also stress a lot. And yeah, we don't
That's
know
why
what's
you
gonna
just came
happen
back from
tomorrow.
Mexico.
Time flies. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm out to Mexico.
And I'm going to have my jacuzzi party later with my friends. And I don't give a shit.
Yes.
Ooh,
Am I
yes.
invited?
If you're gonna come to Denver anytime,
I
seriously,
have a nice
anytime.
swimsuit.
Oh yeah, because they really care. Denver don't listen. I'm the craziest star here. No one puts makeup. No one's like, oh, what is
You
it?
told me
Eyeshadow, eyelashes?
that.
No, yeah. I'm like, people look at
You
me like,
are
bitch.
sensation over
Sensation of Denver. That's going to be my fucking
there. Can you
name.
imagine? That's how you know you're in New
Well,
York. Fire
what?
alarms every day.
Well, listen, wait for
Crazy.
a moment. It's snowing tomorrow and maybe bears coming over. So that's how you know
I,
you're in Denver. It's cold as
I
hell,
can't.
dude. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to us. That was Margarita and that was Adrian.
Adrian. So yes, Margarita. Thank you guys for watching again, and please do not forget to watch the next episode. We will be talking about dating in the U.S. because it's different from dating in Russia, for example, in Ecuador. I'm pretty sure even within the states, it's gonna be different. So we're gonna be talking
Yes,
about that. It's gonna be some
crazy shit. You're more
some
than
crazy
welcome
story.
to, yeah. We're gonna share some experiences, which I'm sure you will be surprised to hear. Please leave your comments and ask
Yes,
us questions, and you can request
yes,
topics. And
yes,
stay tuned, motherfuckers.
yes, guys. Please share, like, comment, and leave for messages or in comments. We will be listening to you. We can actually pick topics from whatever people want to talk about, right? We can do that,
Mm-hmm.
right? We
Mm-hmm.
can do that. Perfect.
We
So
can do
yes, guys, we'll
anything.
see you. Perfect. I like that. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Uncharted Waters. Stay tuned. Bye, Margarita.
Bye, Adrian. Love you.
Bye, love. Bye,
Bye.
bye.